Tegemeo Institute and Eagc, we are all working in the same sector. We are in the agriculture sector in Kenya for Tegemeo, but also for the region for Eagc. And our objectives in the sector, we share a lot of commonalities, a lot of objectives, in that we exist to ensure that the agriculture sector thrives, that the agriculture sector does well, and that stakeholders and investors in the agriculture sector are also getting good returns on their investment. And so this MOU that we are going to sign today is going to make it possible for the Eastern Africa Grain Council and Tegemeo Institute to formally collaborate, formally partner, formally work together in the area of data and data collection, data analysis, policy, developing policy and policy advocacy briefs, and indeed undertaking actual policy work so that the two organizations can inform stakeholders who include government, who include investors in the sector, so that the decisions that are being made at investment level, at farm level, and also the decisions that are being made at the macro and micro policy level are decisions and are policies that are what is required and that are going to result into the sector doing better and fulfilling its mandate of ensuring that there is food security in the country and in the region.
Grain sector is very key, and you know the issues of maize, wheat, rice, because those are the key food staples in our country. And so as much as we work within the entire agricultural sector and all the value chains, I must confess that there is a lot of work that we have done or that we continue to do within the grain sector, within the maize sector. And this brings an area of commonality between ourselves and East African Grain Council, working in the area of grains, and therefore they have much more information and intelligence on the ground. And so we find this collaboration is going to be very beneficial to both of us as we look at the grain sector, which are very critical. In addition, Tegemeo works in Kenya but has desired to work in the region, and indeed we do have several works in the region. And East African Grain Council being a regional organization, again, we find an area of commonality because then we have the synergy, the information that we would find, that we would get from the East African Grain Council from the region, and that becomes very important. You discover that food security is a key issue, and therefore most of the policy research that we do relates a lot to food security issues, and therefore, and we have identified that over time, food security is not only a national issue; it is a regional issue. When we talk about maize, we have maize cutting across borders, whether formal or informal, and we cannot therefore seem to think that we can deal with the food security issue in Kenya without thinking about the region.